Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Brevard Memorial Stadium here in Brevard, North Carolina. It's time for Tornadoes football as we get set for Huntingdon Hawks. The college comes in with a 3-2 record, 2-0 in conference play. Your Tornadoes 3-1 and 1-1 in conference play. Last time these two teams met was back on October 13th of 2018. The Hawks winning that one 52-17. Brevard's had a very good season. They're looking to bounce back, though, from a very tough, heartbreaking loss this past weekend when the Tornadoes was down into Methodist, went down there, and, of course, they fell in the last seconds of that game. They were up by a 7-point lead. They'd lose that game 24-23. They watched the Methodist team complete the pass 49-yard touchdown, which is 27 seconds left to tie the game. They sealed the victory with the extra point and a defensive stand on Brevard's final drive. The team coming in today, Huntingdon, comes in off back-to-back conference wins. They beat Methodist 48-7 and Maryville 45-35 in consecutive weekends. They have a very high-powered offense, putting up over 46.5 points per game in their two conference contests. They average 457.5 offensive yards on the ground. In these two affairs, they rank second in the USA South in total offensive yards per game with 398.6. The battle will be the high-octane offense of the Hawks against a very stingy and disruptive defense in your Tornadoes, who have caused havoc throughout the early part of the season. 10 interceptions already on the year. They're tied for first in total turnovers with 14. They've allowed at least 305 average per game, allowing the fewest points per game at 12.3 and giving up the second fewest rushing yards per game at 92.5. So it is going to be a very offensive battle today. One thing to look for, it is raining here, and the rain is forecast to go through the entire afternoon. At times it may be a little heavy. Right now it's very light, but it is going to cause some problems with the football. You know that in the rain, not a lot of passing, so both of these teams probably going to depend on their ground game. Statistically, Huntington's high-powered offense, led by their senior quarterback, Michael Lambert, who likes to throw the ball. He's passed for over 1,000 yards so far this season, 14 TDs. They are led also on the ground by their junior running back, Eric Thomas. He's got 525 yards on the ground and 8 touchdowns over the course of just a few games. So the Tornadoes, with their 3-1 record to date, here at home 2-0. The other thing, Huntingdon has not won a game on the road yet. They're 0-2. We'll find out. We're just about 11 minutes away from kickoff. I'm Chuck Sebastian. You're watching Tornadoes football right here on bctornadoes.com. Welcome back, everybody, as we get set here for the coin toss, as the JROTC takes the flag and the colors off the field. And once again, another phenomenal performance up here in the press box from the young man who did the national anthem for you. Well, as mentioned, again, a high-powered offense for this Hawks squad, as we've talked about. Some light rain, maybe some showers coming through this afternoon could change the play of the game, but they've got a running back by the name of Eric Thomas who's averaging about 104 yards a game. He's got a total gain of 529 yards early on in the season in 5 games. Their quarterback, a senior, 215 yards in the air on the average, over 1,000 yards already in the 5 games on the season. Does like to throw the football, but again, it'll depend mostly on weather. Of course, for Brevard, though, you know they've got that ball-hawking defense. 10 interceptions already, 14 turnovers they have created, and only giving up just 12.6 points per game so far this year. So this should be an interesting battle as we await the coin toss winner to find out who's going to get the ball first. The light rain, of course, coming from that storm that came out of southern Florida, that tropical storm pushing up this way, and we're kind of catching the tail end of it here, trying to blow through right now. Just a light drizzle coming down, a lot of pop-up tents in the stands today, a lot of folks with umbrellas that have come to watch the game. Of course, your Tornadoes will be in their blue and gray, and the visiting Hawks will be in the white with the red helmets. Huntingdon has chosen to go one way. So Brevard, they won the toss, and they will receive. So they're going to start on offense first, and we're going to see what kind of defense this Hawks team has. They are big up front, 225, 240, 250, and 233 across that front 4. And then, of course, they play a 4-3 defense and look for Flavors and Taylor, one of the cornerbacks and the strong safety, have been in on quite a bit. Defensively, they give up 422.4 yards a game, 193 on the ground, 228 passing, and they've given up 34.8 points per game. So Brevard, with that very strong offense, averaging about 197 yards per game, 110 on the ground, and 307.5 yards total, should be able to get their offense to move against this defense right now. Again, losing a heartbreaker last week, the Methodist, 24-23 in the last 27 seconds of the game. Before that, though, on a 3-game winning streak. And we'll see if they can get back on track and try to stay up in the conference. Both teams average about 30 minutes time of possession, so they split the ball pretty well through their division. Defensively for the Hawks, 4 interceptions on the year, 1 TD, 9 sacks, and 3 block kicks. That'll be interesting to watch, too. They do put up a lot of penalties, though. 29 penalties, 276 total yards they've given up in 5 games. And here we go with the boot. All the way back to the 7. Picked up. Cuts back through the middle at the 20, at the 25, 30. He's got some room. Just got tripped up there at the end. And, boy, that was a game-saving tackle there right off the get-go by Bowser, who was able to grab the ankle of the kick returner. So a nice little run there on that kick return. And the ball will be placed at the 41-yard line for Dalton Cole and company. Cole in the backfield, Rouse and Turner. Roman III, Scales Jr., Taylor are the wides, and the tight end, Martigas Henley, as Cole will set it up with 4 wide. Man in motion from right to left. Cole looks, screen pass to 45, to the 48. And the catch is made by the tight end, Henley, who was the man in motion, picking up a few yards there on that pass and put him out to about the 49-yard line. A pick of about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Again, you see a lot of pink out there. And October is Cancer Awareness Month. Here's the handoff to the left side, and he's going to go nowhere. Tackle wrapped up there by Defleron and Powell. And it'll be a 3rd down and 2 situation, ball on the 49. So the first pass of the game to the tight end is good for about 8 yards. And then Brandon Norris with a rush for no gain there on that carry. They'll switch it out, play a big line up front. Cole will go up under center in the I formation. Fakes to the second back through, looking to throw to the left side. Got his man down inside the Hawk territory, inside the 35-yard line. Big grab there by Curtis, Dalen Curtis, the junior. Making the catch there. So a 1st down now for your Tornadoes. And my apologies. That was so a nice catch there, picking up the yardage. 1st and 10 on the 33. It was actually Chason Lowry for the 18 yards on that catch. And a little quick hitter there, but caught in the backfield, still trying to get out of there. Can't find anywhere to go is Parks. And Parks will be brought down for a loss. So Schuler coming in there quickly, making the tackle and the grab there as Parks was trying to scamper all over and get out of that mess. Takes the ball back all the way to the 42-yard line. A loss on the play of about 9. And then brings up a 2nd down and a little over 20 for Cole. He'll switch out his 2 wides to the left and his 2 wides to the right. Stays with the halfback off the right hip. Looking to throw, being rushed in the pocket, swarmed under and sacked on the other side of the 50-yard line. Dalton Cole can't find anybody. And Halen Bailey, that defensive tackle, the senior, in there quickly, bringing Dalton Cole down. And boy, we're going to mark this back all the way back to the Brevard 49-yard line. So it'll bring up a very long 3rd down situation here. Cole will go with 3 wide receivers. Looking to throw, hit again, shoved, and the handoff late, delayed is Rouse. And Rouse is going to get across the 50 to about the 46, 47-yard line of the Hawks before he is brought down, where it'll bring up a 4th down situation. It's kind of a delay there on the handoff. And now Youngblood will have to come out and try to boot this one away. We've seen Youngblood have some pretty good punting performances, especially this year on the field here. He will try to pin the man deep for the Hawks, who's standing at his 10-yard line. End-over-end kick, calling for the fair catch at the 21, where he'll take it there. And now the Hawks will get their first opportunity. So C.J. Hugh makes the catch there. C.J. also one of the wide receivers. And they will finally get their opportunity to come out on offense. 10:52 left to go. First quarter action here, no score. First offensive possession for the Hawks. And Michael Lambert will go to work with a 3-wide set. And his halfback off to the right, that's Thomas. Hand off to Thomas, up the middle. Crashes through, gets across the 25 to about the 26. Looks like they're going to move it to the 27. Canada and Dean with the tackle there for the Tornadoes. 2nd down and about 5 now, as that ball's got to get out to about the 32-yard line for a first. 2 wide and a tailback again. Handoff again, right side in the backfield. Had him, but couldn't pull him down. He does get knocked down. Gets out to about the 32. Looks like it'll be enough for a first down. And it is. So 1st down on the 32-yard line for the Hawks. Again, Tornadoes only give up 92 yards on the ground a game so far. And they have continued with the ground and pound game. They'll go left side, pushing across the 35, still pushing the pile, and finally across the 40 before he is finally yanked down by a group of the Tornadoes. He gets all the way out to the 42-yard line where the official will wipe the ball down. Real close to a first down, 2nd and inches. So they continue to run with Thomas. Fake this time. Here's a little screen to Hugh. He'll go down the right side. Pugh will get across the 50 to about the 46, and it's another first down for the Hawks. And Ross in on the tackle there. 46-yard line now for the Hawks, who've moved the ball very well so far. 2 complete first downs. 1 pass and the rest on the ground. Hand off again, left side. Cuts back into the middle. Will hit the 40-yard line where he'll meet the defense there of the Tornadoes. About a 6-yard run. And Eric Thomas continues to just kind of run through that front 3, Williams, Crawford, and Bass. Have not been able to get in yet and get to the quarterback. Lambert's continue to hand that ball off. He'll go with 3 wide, now look to the side. Changes the play, goes with the double back. Looking to throw from the left side, low throw across the 35. Catch is complete though, and that'll go into the hands of Verger, a freshman, 5'9", 170. Wide receiver. Harrison with the tackle there. And the ball at the 34-yard line of the Tornadoes, and it's back to a first down again. 1st and 10. And right now the Hawks just walking down the field pretty easily. And off crashing through the middle all the way to the 25-yard line before they bring him down. Kennedy with the tackle, and Kobe Smith, the senior running back, in on that play. 6 foot, $197. They've got quite a few backs that are big guys, and they're right now just running through the front of this Tornado defense. 7 minutes left to go here in the first. Down on the 25-yard line, a first down. Hand off again. Breaks a couple of tackles, still pushing the pile, and across to the 15 for another first down. And again, Kobe Smith, the senior running back, doing the job here, running through that line. And so far we have not brought up Williams, Bass, or Crawford on that front 3 for Brevard. There's a swing pass out to the corner on the left side down the sideline. And making the catch there is Otis Porter. And Porter, the senior, 6'1", 205. They've got a big line up front, though. Don't discredit what the Hawks have up front. 280, 275, 287, and 280. The center is the smallest guy, and he's 253. So they got a lot of beef up front for that line, and that is what protects Michael Lambert. Gives them running back some room. Crashing through again is Dontavian Cunningham, the senior running back out of Fort Walton Beach, Florida. He's 5'10", 205, so their backs are all like 200 pounds or better. And finally, Lewis Williams III able to bring him down, but he's inside the 5-yard line now, down around the 2. And the Hawks looking to try to put the first points up on the board, just under 6 minutes to play here in the first. Hand off again, hit, he falls across the goal line. Touchdown is signaled, and that'll go to Cunningham, the senior running back, for the first points on the board. It's 6-0 in favor of the Hawks with 5:47 left to go here in the first. So the Hawks put up the first points on the board. And now we'll come into kick. Kick is up from the left foot of Cole Starr, and it is good. And it is a 7-0 lead for the Hawks with 5:47 left to play here. We'll come back in just a moment right here on bctornadoes.com. Hawks put the first points on the board, just marching down the field there pretty easily. The extra point is good. It is a 7-0 lead with 5:47 left to play here in the first. And 10 plays. 2-yard touchdown run by Cunningham. And now Brevard will get another opportunity here. Their second offensive possession, pending the boot here. End over end, caught at the 34-yard line. And tripped up there at the 35. That is Scales Jr. And Cortez grabs that catch. A little pooch kick there. Really kind of surprised by that. I'm surprised they didn't try to pin Brevard deep, but they do not. So Cole will go back to work here. Down 7-0 here early in the first. Sits up big on the right side, looking to screen, does. Got his man to the 38. Ralph Roman III grabbing that pass there at the 39-yard line. Picks up enough for about halfway, a little less. Call it second and a long 5. Turn around handoff, cut back, turn the other way, and across the middle, trying to follow the block of the guard, and got to the 40-yard line. And Damon Rouse, again, with just a 1-yard carry, will make it a 3rd and 5 situation for a defense that gives up 193 on the ground. So far, Brevard unable to find anything on the ground. They also give up 34 points a game and have given up nothing so far. Still early, though, first quarter, second possession for the Tornadoes. 3rd and 5 from their own 30. Set up one wide to the left. Offset trips to the right. They don't have much time left on the clock. They get it off. Little screen pass. Grabbed by the fingers. A good spin move there. Across the 40, and then the jersey held onto and ripped out of bounds. Brandon Norris on the catch there and tried to get away, but Halen Bailey, the defensive tackle, even though he's 6'2", 250, able to stay with him, grab a hold of that jersey and hold on and keep him from getting the distance needed to get the first down. It'll be 4th and 4, and Youngblood will have to come out and punt for the second time today. Gets a good boot off, chasing the returner back, backing up to about the 10, and he'll be wrapped up immediately there as he got back out to the 13-yard line. So the great punt there, and now it'll be up to the defense to slow down this high-powered offense who went right down the field when they got their first possession very easily and put up the first points of the day. 3:40 left to go, a 7-0 lead for the Hawks over your Tornadoes. And Michael Lambert will go back in shotgun formation. Turnaround, handoff, left side, behind the big center and the left tackle. Finally, they push him down, and the whistle, they're going to get out to about the 18-yard line for Eric Thomas. And right now, they have just really, like I said, you can go left or right. 280 and 275 to the left, 287, 280 to the right. I mean, they're just huge guys on bookends of this offensive line. Pass was almost deflected, intercepted, but it was able to get to the receiver to the far sideline at about the 27-yard line before Ross brings them down. Corner tried to sneak up there and knock that ball away or take that ball. He would have had open field in front of him if he could have got his hands on it. First down at 10 from the 18 now, moved up to the 23. Looking to throw, being rushed, being chased out of the pocket. He hit as he throws. That ball's picked off into the end zone, goes to Tornadoes. What a beautiful play there. That ball is knocked out of the hands of the quarterback. Up in the air it goes. It's intercepted. And the 11th interception of the year for the Tornadoes puts 6 on the board for the defense. So now they'll come out with the extra point. What a grab. Jaquan George is the one who makes the interception grab and goes about 20-some yards into the end zone. And they'll try to tie this game up right now with Damalos. And they do. It is 7-7 with 2:38 left to go. So the defensive interception for Brevard gets it all tied up at 7. We're back in just a bit right here, bctornadoes.com. So we're all tied at 7 apiece now. And Brevard will kick from their 35-yard line and get ready to go back on defense and see if they can't do it again. Kick end over end back at the 12. It is caught, ran up to the 20-25, cuts into a seam there, and then ripped down at about the 29-yard line and by a few blue jerseys. Damon Hewitt actually helping in on the coverage there. That's what's listed on the roster, but that's incorrect because Damon is a kicker. So here's a run to the outside. Cunningham and hit there at the 30. Gets out of that tackle, then finally swarmed under, and a yellow flag flies on the far sideline. So Kobe Smith, the carry there, but the flag on the far side, we'll see what that is. Got hit back at around the 25-yard line and spun out of that hit and pushed that ball to the 32, but they're going to mark against the Hawks from the spot of the foul. They'll go back to illegal blindside block is the call. It's a 15-yarder, puts the ball back to the 14-yard line for the Hawks. And a very long first down mark now. They've got to get out to about the 39. So 25 yards to that first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw over the top. Tipped, oh, he had it in his hands and dropped it. had the interception there at the 35. That ball was tipped through the receiver's hands and just about pulled down by the Brevard defense. Just missed grabbing that ball. Second and 25 now. Just inside the 15-yard line for the Hawks. 4 wide receivers set. Lambert looking to throw. And a delay of game is going to be called unless they got the timeout, but I don't believe they did. So a delay by the offense, and they're going to back them up even further. It'll be 2nd down and 30 now inside the 10-yard line. I think Lambert was looking to the coach for a play to be called in, and they didn't get it in time, and little confusion, and the next thing you know, the play clock struck 0, and that's it. Again, the 4 wide receivers set. One man in the backfield who scoots out. Quick little bubble screen to the left side at the 10. Hit there, knocked down at about the 20. And Otis Porter makes the grab there, and Ross brings him down. The strong safety. And referee trying to keep the ball dry as the raindrops continue to fall here. And they're resetting the clock off by a second. 1:46 instead of the 1:47. Lambert goes back in a shotgun formation, 4 wide. Calls for the snap, drop back. 3-step drop, looking. Got his man over here on the far side at the 30, hit there, brought down at about the 33. C.J. Pugh again on the reception there. And Dante Anderson able to finally bring him down. And he will be short. It'll be 4th down. Ball is placed, will be placed at about the 33 on the near hash mark. And they will have to punt. First time they will punt today. Zach Johnson will punt from inside his 20-yard line. End over end kick. Calling for a fair catch at the 32-yard line. For Brevard will be Nash. And that is where the Tornadoes will start on offense. Norris with the fair catch. And we'll see now if Dalton Cole can get something going for the offense. 2 offensive possessions. And so far unable to move the football. And the defense that put the tying touchdown on the scoreboard. There's the snap, quick screen at the 30 to the 32-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 10. 28 seconds to go here. They'll try to get a play off. The game clock and the play clock are about 4 seconds apart. So they'll have to snap a play here. 2nd down for Cole. Man in motion, left to right. Quick screen, it got him at the 42, 45-yard line. Nice little grab there. So a really good catch there by Blake Taylor, the wide receiver for Brevard. Taylor getting into the game. Nice little pass there from Cole, and that'll end the first quarter. So at the end of one, it is 7-7. And when we come back, Brevard has the ball on the 46-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. Second quarter action. Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to go. 7-7 ball game right now. Brevard on their own 46-yard line. A 1st and 10 situation for Cole, who will go with 2 to the left. Now motion to the right. Looking to throw. Across the middle. Got it to the 47-yard line. And hit pretty hard there. Taylor, the strong safety, with a big hit. And we will replay the down for the penalty against Brevard, and it moves it all the way back to the 36-yard line. Cole up under center, turns around, hands off, outside run, gets past one tackle and breaking it to the outside, gets across the 40 to the 41. Second down here on the 41. 14 minutes to go here, second quarter. All tied up, 7 apiece. Cole looking to throw. Got tipped at the line, still able to make the catch at the 46. Breaks the 50, inside the 50-yard line. Ralph Roman III with a great grab there. That ball was tipped by the defensive player on the end, but Roman, with good concentration, makes the grab and gets that ball across the 50 to the 49-yard line of the Hawks for a first down. Third down, sorry. Third down, and they need about 3-4 yards. Cole with a 2 wide receiver set to the left, looking to his left. Gets flushed out of the pocket, throws to the right, got his man. He's going to be hit early and then knocked down, not going anywhere. A really nice job there by the linebacker, Flavors. And the ball gets moved to the 47-yard line. It'll be a 4th down situation. And then Brevard coming over to the sideline. Sends the team back out. They will huddle up here on the 47 of the Hawks. 9 seconds left on the play clock. And a whistle blows. And a timeout was called by Brevard before the snap. And that is where we'll go. 4th down, 4 yards to go on the 47 of the Hawks. Second quarter action, 13 minutes left to go, 7-7. And send out the punting unit now for Brevard as Youngblood will come out inside the 40-yard line waiting the snap. Here's the boots waving for the fair catch. Right about the 13, 14-yard line is C.J. Pugh, who's back on punt return duty today, also playing wide receiver for the Hawks. So Brevard changes their plan and turns around and punts, and will try to play field position here as we have 13 minutes left to go. Four wide receiver set. Taking the handoff, looking to throw. Long ball and touch there at the 40, but the ball was overthrown. Turning around was Porter looking to the referee, maybe trying to find a flag, but not going to get it because the ball was way overthrown. There's no chance to make a catch there anyway. Boy, what a nice ball, though, by Michael Lambert, but he was like 10 yards beyond his receiver. I think maybe a little confusion there. Maybe Porter was supposed to give and go and a double take there, but didn't take the second part of that route. Brings up 2nd down and 10. This time handoff crashing the right side and falling through across the 20, but they'll mark him down at the 20-yard line is Thomas. And like I say, when you can run behind two guys that are, I mean, that's almost NFL size, 280 and 275, and then 287 and 280. So either side of the center is where they have been running that ball. Looking to throw. Little screen to the right, covered completely. Good job on defense over there on the far side. Pass goes incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. Nice job again by the Tornado defense. They're showing up big here and keeping them pinned behind the red zone. So Brevard will set up right around their 41, 42-yard line, hoping for a nice return here. They'll be punting from just about the inside the 10-yard line. Spiral kick didn't go very far. Fair catch caught at the 47-yard line by Brandon Norris. But we've got some yellow on, and that is going to hurt. Automatic first down as Lambert, or as the kicker gets roughed. Zach Johnson roughing the kicker on Brevard, and that hurt because they had a very good field possession here after the punt that was been at about the 47-yard line. So the Hawks get the ball to the 35 and a first down and a new set of downs with 12 minutes to go. Looking to scramble. Now a keeper goes back himself, tries to go up the middle as Lambert doesn't run a lot. picks up maybe a couple of yards there. Lambert has a total of 15 attempts and a total of 23 yards on the season, so he is not a running quarterback by any means, but saw a little opening, didn't have a receiver to throw to, picks up some yardage, 2nd and 6 from the 39, picks up about 4. Handoff, left side, breaking a tackle, breaks another one to the 44. And Daquan George with some playing time today, doing a nice job. Already has the interception, brings down the running back, and it's a 3rd and 1 situation. Ball just inside the 44-yard line. We'll stack the box with all 8. Here comes the blitz. Up the middle they try to go. He falls forward, and most likely where they spotted the ball will be a first down, as Thomas will pick up about a yard or 2, and Ross in there on the tackle, but unfortunately they only needed the 1 yard, and he picks up 2. Ball across the 47-yard line now, where it'll be 1st and 10. 10 minutes left and change. First half action. Light rain, 53 degrees. Football weather minus the rain. Looking to throw across the middle, swatted away. Nicely done again. Great defensive play there. And a great job by the defense again. For Timmy Searcy Jr., the DB, knocking that ball away. 2nd and 10 from the 47. Handoff, right side, Smith breaking tackles. Colby Smith across the 50 to, let's see where they mark this one. Looks like they're going to mark it just inside the 47-yard line of Brevard. It'll bring up a 3rd down situation. Diaz with the tackle there. About a 3rd and 4. One man in the backfield, handoff left side. Being chased, cuts back in, and depending on the spot, we'll see if he got it or not. Jerome Bass in on the tackle there. And they put it right at the line. Let's see if they'll call for the measurement or not. Not moving the sticks. 4th down in about a half a yard, and the offense stays on the field. Michael Lambert with 1 running back, and they'll tighten up the offensive line. Turnaround handoff to that running back. He'll crash ahead. I don't know if he got it or not. I don't think he got through. He's knocked backwards. Smith with the carry there got hit hard right off the get-go, depending on where he put it, and it is short, and they're going to say Brevard ball. So again, another great defensive stand. I didn't think he made it. It looked like he tried to dive in, but the pile came together, shoved him backwards. They marked that ball at the 44-yard line of the Tornadoes, and they say it's just a little bit short, and the ball gets turned over. So with 9:15 left to play now, Brevard with the football back on offense. So the roughing the punter penalty didn't hurt him. Nobody gets a score out of it. Faking the handoff, rolling out. There's Cole. Better hurry. Gets the ball off, throws complete at the 41 and out of bounds. And Ralph Roman III pulling down passes today. That is a beautiful catch there for another first down for the Tornadoes to the 41-yard line of the Hawks. Roman with a great grab there. Second one he's made today, and another first down. Turnaround handoff. And crossing the to about the 37-yard line. And Damone Ross on the carry there. Nice little run for Rouse. Brings up a second down. Ball being dried off, or at least attempting to dry it off. Ball placed at the 37-yard line. Cole will go up under center. And off left side to the 40, to the 35, across the 35 to the 34. Aaron Bennett, the running back, making the carry there. Using a lot of different guys today, the Tornadoes are. Getting a little bit of everything, keeping everybody fresh. And, of course, like I said, with the rain, cooler temperatures, you want to keep that ball on the ground. You want to be able to use guys that have dry hands and maybe can get in there and show something different. Keep the defense scrambling on the field. Hawks now just getting set up. Snap by Cole quickly. Looking to throw. Got time. Now hurries. Gets it across to the sideline there. Caught at the 29-yard line for another first down. And Parks with the great reception there on the corner. And boy, Cole finding some time there. Then started to get rushed. Got rid of it. Great pass on the sideline. And Parks pulls it in. Another first down for your Tornadoes. 7-7 score, 7:05 left to go. Looking to throw across the middle, wide open at the 20 inside that red zone now. And Brandon Norris on the catch there. Boy, he just kind of went out about 5 yards, found a little opening, sat down, waited for the pitch, got it. Inside the 20-yard line, another first down and into the red zone. Go the Tornadoes. And this is where Brevard has got to find the end zone here. They've had some trouble this year in the red zone putting up points. Being rushed and ball come out, but covered back up on the 31-yard line. A big loss there of 13 yards. And that one hurts. And Dalen Curtis was the one that jumped on that fumble recovery and backing him up to the 31-yard line. It'll be second down. They've got to get down to about the 8-yard line. And boy, running slow on the play clock. Going to have to call another timeout here, and they do. So another timeout by Brevard with 5:40 left to go. Ball on the 23-yard line, 2nd and 18 when we come back. So the timeout called by Brevard, 2nd and 23 from the 18-yard line of the Hawks. They're inside the red zone after the rush by Halen Bailey was able to get Cole sacked. He lost the ball, fumbled, and then recovered by Dalen Curtis at the 31-yard line. And that is where they'll start with a second down situation. Looking to throw, plenty of time in the pocket. Over the top for the middle, and he short-hopped it. And he hits about the 10-yard line, a little short. It'll bring up third down. I think that might have got tipped at the line a little bit. And Cole looks like he come out kind of favoring the ankle there. May have gotten rolled up on. Trying to get a dry ball to him. It'll be placed at the 31-yard line in a third down situation with 5:34 left to go. Just trying to get Henley deep inside that 10-yard line. Cross, sideline, and in and out of the hands there of the receiver. Can't hang on. Brings up a fourth down. So second time that he has been incomplete on a pass back to back. And we'll see if they try this or not. It'd be a big-time field goal if he made it, but this is going to be, ball will be put down at about the 38, so about a 48-yarder is being attempted here. This is a big boot, 48 yards. And timeout Brevard. They'll use their last timeout here in the half. So not sure if they're thinking that maybe it's not makeable, or do they think Damalos has the leg to do it? Like I said, it's going to be about 48 yards if he tries this attempt here. They're going to keep him out there, so they'll set it up. And Damalos will try and boot this through the uprights from 48 yards back. Defense would take over on the 31-yard line. If it is missed, the Hawks will get the ball on their own 31. So the attempt to take the lead of 48 yards. There's the snap. Kick is up. Line drive, and it's going to be wide left and short of the height of even making it across the crossbar. So the line drive kick goes nowhere, and it'll be turnover on the missed field goal from 48 yards. 31-yard line is where the Hawks will take over, 1st and 10 with 5:22 left to go. Handoff. Carry there by Cunningham, the running back. And Cunningham picks up a couple of yards, brings up a 2nd down and 8. Lambert again, moving his back behind him. Now handoff right side, crashes through, got a seam, and boy, beautiful run there right across. Follows the right guard, the right tackle, gets all the way out to the 46.5-yard line before he's brought down. Cunningham, the senior running back, 5'10", 205 with a burst of speed there once he got across the line. Hand off to him again. This time grabbed and held on to, though, but he will get out to about the 49-yard line. And Naylor got there along with Brandon Crawford. Four minutes to go, still tied up at 7 apiece. Hand off again, Cunningham cuts back, gets through the hole to around the 46, 47-yard line. And he's hit there by Anderson. And Naylor and Anderson and getting in there on the tackle. Third down situation here for the Brevard defense. 3rd and about 3. Ball on the 46-yard line. Handoff, they'll go left side. Crashes the line, grabbed and held onto, thrown down. Depending on where they mark this, they may give him enough for a 1st down. And Jerome Bass had a hold of him, tried to yank him backwards, but he fell forward. And it is enough for a 1st down as the ball would be placed at about the 44, 43-yard line. First and 10. 3 minutes left to go. Looking to throw. Going deep down the sideline. Intercepted again on that far side. Right around the 12-yard line. And again, second interception on the day. Timmy Searcy Jr. pulling down that interception. What a grab there on the far sideline. He makes a great grab. Second interception of the day against Michael Lambert. And the 16th interception on the year for the Tornado team. Big interception there inside the 10-yard line. It's where Cole will start. Looking to throw. Going down the sideline. Got his man, and he overthrew him by about 3-4 yards. Looking for Cortez Scales Jr. there on that pass. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Roll to the right side across the 10 to the 14 goes Rouse. And Rouse gets it out to about the 14-yard line before he's finally brought down by Seth Warren. 2:25 left to go here on the clock inside the 15-yard line. Third down situation. They've got to get about 4 yards here. 4 yards, 5 yards. Cole now will empty the backfield. He'll go with a 5 wide receiver set. Looking to throw across the middle, got his man. Spin move at the 19. Did he fall far enough to get the first down? Scales Jr. makes the grab, got an ankle grab there and spun. Let's see where the referee marks this ball. They may be just about a half a yard short. And Huntingdon calls the timeout, their first timeout of the ball game. I don't know. Let's see if Coach Hyatt maybe decides maybe something fake here. Can sneak one through. You've only got to get about a yard. Again, they've got a big front four, so that's the one thing. Of course, you go left side of the Tornado lineup. Left tackle, left guard. You've got Brandon at 305 and Reeves at 255. I mean, you got some big guys up front. You drop maybe one of the tight ends over to Curtis at 240, and you could run left side, maybe get this yard. So you're going to send Youngblood back inside his 5-yard line with 1:45 to play here. Before the half, all tied up at 7 apiece. Youngblood with the boot. Spiraling. Short. Bounces at the 45 across the 50. Takes another Brevard bounce. Keeps rolling. Still rolling. And will get inside the 40 down at about the 38-yard line of the Hawks. So a good punt there and a great bounce and a good roll. And now the Hawks will start with 1:31 left here in the first half. Just inside their 38-yard line, 1st and 10. And back to defense will go the Tornadoes with 2 interceptions so far in the game. Lambert goes back, takes the shotgun snap, little toss out, falling to the 42-yard line, down quickly. Otis Porter. Second down as the ball is placed on the 42, so a pickup of about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Roll, throwing again. Across the middle, got his man at the 43, dives forward, gets to the 36. Had a lot of room there to complete that pass. Cody Dwyer, the senior wide receiver, with the catch there. First down for the Hawks. Under a minute to play here at half. Drop back, looking to throw again. To the side, and that one is dropped at the 25-yard line. Incomplete, looking for Porter. Continue to work that far left side of where the interceptions have happened twice today on that side. I'm really kind of surprised, but he is a left-hander. Throws at the seam, 40, 30, and pulled out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Time will stop with 38 seconds to go. And a timeout being called by the Hawks. So apparently he did not get out of bounds in time. So it'll be a third down situation, about 4 yards to go. 38 seconds on the clock, tied up here at 7 apiece. 7-7 is your score. So the pass, and they put 40 seconds on the clock now. So they put some time back on the clock. Don't try to be all polite and nice now, though. 7-7 ball game. 3rd and 4 from the 30 for the Hawks with 4 wide receivers set. Tailback off the right hip. Tailback close the block. The throw to the left side, little seam pass. Got it, enough for the first down out at the 23-yard line. And we have a tornado down on the field. Looks like Antonio Williams Jr., that's who's listed on the roster. Gets up under his own power, is being walked off the field. Antonio listed as a freshman, 6'2", 250. Snap on the shotgun again, looking to throw. A little quick hitter, dropped. And an easy little toss there, but unfortunately not held on to by Dwyer. So we'll bring up a second down situation. 31 seconds left on the game clock before halftime. All tied up at 7 apiece. Thomas back in the backfield now. Looking to throw to the left side, caught and then hammered at about the 13, 12-yard line. Nice grab there by C.J. Pugh. And Rook Tate is the one that grabs him around the hips and yanks him down. They try to go quickly to the line and make a snap. 20 seconds left on the game clock. Ball placed at the 11-yard line. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Little screen, caught, hit at the 5 and brought down. Otis Porter. Nice little play there, and again, another Brevard player down on the ground as he was picked. And that's crisp, I believe. Williams the third brings him down, but coach out there asking about that. Boy, it sure did look like a pick to me. And he is out there questioning both referees right now about the hit and about the play. Wish I had the ability to show you the replay here, what happened there, but there's no flag on the field, so nothing was called on it. And right now they're just checking on the young man. We'll wait and see what happens. So 10 seconds left on the clock here. 7-7 ball game. Inside the 3-yard line is where the Hawks are at. This player gets up, walks off under his own power. Let's see what the defense can do here against Lambert. Looking to throw. Being rushed, being chased out of the pocket, being thrown. Ball tipped in the air to the back of the end zone. And just about intercepted again, but did he get it? I don't think he did. I think he got a hold of it and then lost it. So he did pick it. Yeah, back of the end zone. So, again, another interception, the third one of the day. Now, we said earlier that's who he's listed on the roster as. Jock Pledger makes his second interception of the ball game. He had the one that we credited to somebody else, but we did not know earlier that that was not the uniform he was using. So Jock Pledger, who is listed as a running back, has been playing special teams. Today he's been playing real special. He's now got 2 interceptions. He ends the half there with a grab in the end zone, even though there was a penalty called on the Hawks. It was declined, and it results in a touchback, and then the clock runs out as they just take a knee. We're going to go in at halftime, 7-7. We'll be back in about 4 minutes or so. Stick around. More to come right here on BCTornadoes.com. Halftime here at the ball game, and we'll get you some stats and some interesting ones to look at first. Michael Lambert, who on the year had so far 75 of 141 and just one interception. His efficiency was 148.82 in 5 games, averaging 215 yards. Well, today so far, 3 interceptions he has thrown. He's thrown for 123 yards. He's 12 of 21. That has kept Brevard in the ball game. The one interception for Brevard was returned for a touchdown by a young man who's been on special teams, Jock Pledger, the freshman, 5'10", $175, out of Monroe, Georgia, Walnut Grove High School, with 2 interceptions today. And, of course, that is the reason why Brevard is in this ball game 7-7. When you look at it, Cunningham got that 2-yard score to start things off for the Hawks. Cole got the extra point. It was 7-0 with 5:47 left to go in the first on an 11-play drive that went 78 yards and took 5 minutes off the clock. That was really the one thing that impressed me with this Hawks team. We knew their offense was very high octane, and they went marching right down the field. But Brevard got back into it when Jaquan George would get an interception that was knocked out of the quarterback's hand on a beautiful rush by the front 3. They hit the quarterback. The ball went up in the air. Jaquan George grabbed it and went 25 yards to the end zone, and Damalos made it 7-7 with 2:38 left. That has been the only scoring so far in this first half. You look at the comparisons, the Hawks, like I said, offensively 14 first downs to Brevard's 5, 7 done by passing, 6 by rushing, 1 by penalty, and that penalty did hurt. That was a penalty on a roughing of the kicker. They are 50% on third down efficiency, 3 of 6, where Brevard is 2 of 7. 13 of 16 for the stats for Dalton Cole for 83 yards so far. Rouse with 19 yards on the ground. Bennett has a 3-yard run, and Norris didn't get any on his. Dalton Cole, unfortunately, is minus 22 on his runs, and those were both trying to get away from the defense. He has been sacked twice. Ralph Roman with 3 grabs today for 29 yards. One of those a 15-yarder, which was a beautiful catch. Chase and Lowry 1 for 18. Blake Taylor 2 for 14. Norris 2 for 12. Henley with a great grab to start the game, 1 for 8. Cortez 1 for 4. And Dorsey's caught a ball. And Parks has caught one, but that went for minus 4 yards. So again, Michael Lambert, who had came into today's game only throwing 1 interception, has thrown 3 so far today. And Eric Thomas, who averages about 104 yards on the ground, has 48 here in the first half. Kobe Smith with 28 yards on the ground. Cunningham with 26 on the ground. C.J. Pugh has been the guy that Lambert has thrown to the most, 4 receptions, 46 yards. I take that back. Otis Porter has 5 receptions, 42 yards. That is a look at halftime stats. It's all tied up at 7-7. We'll come back in a little while and get you the second half started right here, bctornadoes.com. Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to get ready to start the second half of play here, all tied up at 7 apiece. Remember, Brevard took the opening, so they will kick off here to start the second half, and they will give the ball to Michael Lambert and company. And so far, the defense has really stood very tall today, making 3 interceptions on a quarterback had only been intercepted 1 time coming into today's game. Brevard, though, right now, really it's been the defense that has kept them in this ball game, with the defense scoring the only touchdown so far for the Tornadoes. 13 interceptions now on the year for Brevard, 11, 12, and 13 being made today. 2 of those by a young man who was on the special teams, Jock Pledger, the freshman. 2 interceptions, one of those in the end zone to stop a drive for the Hawks. So Brevard will kick off to start the second half. And we are tied up at 7 apiece. Again, 53, light rain here at times, somewhat heavy, but continuous rainfall now here to start the third quarter. That rain coming up from that tropical storm from down south. Probably going to hang around for the rest of the football game, so we will probably see more of a ground game again, although Lambert has not been afraid to throw the football in the boot. And a nice one to kick things off. Brevard puts that ball into the end zone. So nicely done there by the kicker. Damon Hewitt, I believe, doing the kicking for Brevard today. And he really put the boot into that one. So Michael Lambert will go back to work here now, as the rain continues to fall here at Brevard Memorial Stadium. From the 25-yard line, it's a handoff. Thomas left side across the 30 to about the 33, 34-yard line. And Kennedy on the tackle there, brings him down, but not before he picks up about 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Like I said, they ran very easily on the first offensive possession to score their touchdown. Took 5 minutes off the clock, went 11 plays. Since then, though, the defense has shut them down. And again, quick screen, incomplete. They faked everybody out, and they threw the ball to Otis Porter, who was kind of standing there, but the throw was low. Obviously, maybe Porter wasn't quite ready for it. I don't know, but boy, for Lambert, he's usually pretty accurate, except for today. That was a easy opportunity for a first down. He just threw it in the turf. 3rd down situation. Again, quick hitter to the outside to get enough for the first down and get over there. That is C.J. Pugh making the catch. And Kennedy again with the tackle, but good enough for a first down for the Hawks as they move the ball out to the 38-yard line. Far hash marks for the Hawks with the 3 wide receiver set. Lambert, the left-handed quarterback, in the shotgun. And they run to the right side. Breaks one tackle, breaks another, and finally grabbed at the ankles and yanked down, but not before he gets to the 43-yard line. And Thomas again with the run, enough for another first down. Looking to throw across the middle, got his man who comes back for that one, grabs it and gets pulled ahead, gets all the way out to the 40-yard line. That is Malachi Harvey. And Harvey will get another first down, and they continue to march right down the field, similar to what they did with their first offensive possession today in the first half. Right now, the Brevard defense trying to find a way to get to them, and they can't. Lambert fakes the handoff, looking to throw. being flushed out of the pocket. Boy, holding big time, no flag. Pass caught at the 30 and down at the 25, but man, wow. Talk about a hold on Brandon Crawford by Concho, the left guard of the Hawks, right in front of the referee, but no whistle, no foul. Another first down to the 26-yard line they go, 1st and 10. 12 and a half left to go here in the third. Looking to throw again, Thomas to the left side, got Pugh. Hit at the 23, broke that tackle at the 15, now to the outside, racing for the corner, and he's going to go into the end zone. Otis Porter on the touchdown. And Porter breaks a couple of tackles and gets in the first offensive possession here to start the third quarter. And a touchdown run there, or the touchdown on the pass. And it's 13 pending the extra point. So 12:23 of the quarter. And the extra point is good as well. 14-7, the Hawks take the lead back here to start the third quarter. We'll come back in just a bit right here, bctornadoes.com. Seven plays, 75 yards. I mean, they just went down the field too quickly, and it is now a 14-7 ball game in favor of the Hawks. And now Brevard, who has yet to do anything offensively, is going to have to get things going here to stay in this ball game. They'll await the kick from the 35-yard line of Cole Starr. End over end, and it's caught and then dropped and covered back up on the 23-yard line and diving down for it and holding on to it. Not quite sure what was going on there. It was probably a ball that young man shouldn't have touched. So the ball is placed on the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 22 for Dalton Cole and company. Handoff, first play, rushing through the middle, getting across the 25 to the 26 for about 4 yards is going to be Rouse. And this is what they need to do, is start to put the ball and run. Again, that front four is decent up front, but I think, like I said, if you run left tackle, left guard area, put the tight end over there like they've done. They've got big guys up front they can run behind. Rouse this time gets across the middle on the right guard side. Might have got to the 26, back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. So no gain on the play, and it brings up a 3rd down situation for Cole. Again, like I say, the rain continues to fall here and has basically been falling since kickoff. It stopped for a little bit, but is back now and probably going to stick around for quite a while, according to the radar screen. So Cole now set up to throw. Quick screen across the middle, got his man who sets up nicely, gets enough for the first down. He'll get brought down at the 35-yard line. And a great grab there by Blake Taylor. So Taylor gets to the 34-yard line, and it's a first down for the Tornadoes. Around, handoff, left side, good breakaway speed, 40, 45, 50, down the sideline, he's got a lot of green, he'll chase and go all the way to the end zone. Nicely done, but there is a flag back here at the 45-yard line. And usually when it comes late, it means hit in the back, and they're going to bring this one back. Boy, that was a beautiful run. So a spot foul. Aaron Bennett, man, when he broke away, he was gone. That's a touchdown that Bennett should have kept. But unfortunately, the foul going to go against the Tornadoes. Then the ball is placed now at the 43-yard line. Really nice run there. Boy, when he broke that seam, he had sideline all the way. Handoff right side, a little bit of room, breaking the hole. Rouse dives across the 50, pushes it up, says first down, let's play, and he'll get it to the 48-yard line of the Hawks. And it's another first down for the Tornadoes. Rouse again right up the middle. And he'll go all the way to the 41-yard line of the Hawks. Second down and about 3, picking up about 7 on the carry. 9:41 left to go, third quarter action. 14-7. Huntingdon leads the game right now. Cole up under center. Stack to the right side. Handoff, right side, and to about the 36-yard line, maybe the 35. Let's see where the linesman gives it. Bennett with the carry there. He'll get to about the 36-yard line. And it's enough, though, for another first down as Brevard starts to march their will. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. And the first timeout going to be called for is going to be called by the Hawks. We'll take it too. We'll come back. BCTornadoes.com. Tornadoes break their huddle after the timeout by the Hawks. Ball placed at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Third quarter action, down by 7. And Cole underneath center. Stacks the right side, handoff, they'll go left side. Crashing through the middle, breaking tackles, gets all the way inside, down to about the 26-yard line. Goes Mitchell Yoder, the freshman out of Columbus, North Carolina. Went to Polk High School. Nice run there. And it's another first down at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. 8:45 left to go. Starting to take control of the ground game here now are the Tornadoes. First and 10. Handoff again, right side, Rouse. Gets about 3-4 yards on the carry. Down to about the 22, looks like, is where they'll mark this one. Maybe the 23. And Bailey with the tackle. That defensive tackle has been on a lot of those blue jerseys, but he has been able to snag a few of them and pull them down. Second down. Ball on the 23. Cole rolls to his right, handoff. to the outside. Breaking tackles across inside the 15-yard line. And the Tornadoes back inside the red zone and another first down run. So again, continuing to pound the ball. This is a team that, like I said, they give up almost 200 yards on the ground defensively. So it's good to see Brevard start to run that ball. And they've got numerous guys that can run that ball and pound it again up behind that big offensive line they've got up front. Cole will go into shotgun formation. And flags will fly, and I believe we may have jumped. Yeah. The big man, Brandon Hunix, the sophomore, 6'8", 305. When he moves, you know he moves. And he moved a little too early. .705 left to go. 1st and 15 from the 19-yard line. And off left side. Cutting at the 20. Cuts back to the 15 and rushed out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. That is Rouse. And Rouse inside. 2nd down. Ball is placed at the 11-yard line. Got to get to about the 4 for a first. 6.5 minutes to go. Cole going to go up under center. He'll split his I formation in the backfield. Hand off, second man through, cuts around and grabbed though in the backfield. Good job by the defense there for the Hawks. Oh, and the flag flies, and another flag flies, and are we going to get both of them? That'll be the question. One of the Brevard players yanked down, and then I believe he may have said something after being yanked down. Carl Dorn was the guilty party, I think, the first time for the Hawks. And we'll see if the penalty is unsportsmanlike on both. Don't know yet because the first flag was thrown on the linebacker who yanked the player down. But I believe when the player went down on the ground, then another flag came out. All right, so the other ref just threw his flag late. So it was just a one unsportsmanlike dead ball foul, and that is going to go against Carl Dorn, the sophomore linebacker, and is now 1st and goal. Ball at about the 6-yard line. No, I'm taking it back. And breaking the tackle in the backfield is Rouse. He still breaks another one, gets back to about the 11 or to about the 7-yard line. He was going to get dumped down at about the 11, and he's able to break that tackle and spin out of it. Under 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter, down by a touchdown, and Rouse spins his way out of trouble. Ball is placed on the 7-yard line. Cole on a keeper, runs to the left, doesn't run very often, gets hit and dropped back. And they will mark him, I believe, across the 10-yard line to about the 9, so he's going to lose a couple of yards there. Really surprised that they ran Cole. He will run when needed, and he can run when needed, but boy, with the way he's been using the backs in the backfield today, I'm really kind of surprised that they did run it. But that was definitely designed as a quarterback keep. 3rd and 9 from the 9. Right into the middle, and the ball gets knocked out incomplete at the 5-yard line. So it's broken up. It'll be 4th down. Well, that has been one of the problems that we've talked about with this Brevard team. When they get into the red zone, they have only been scoring 50% of the time. They are 8 of 16, 4 of 16 on touchdowns, only 25%. So again, they fail, and now we'll have to kick the field goal. About 22 yards. And it is good. So 27-yard field goal. Changes it to 14-10 with 4:43 left to go here in the third quarter. So the 27-yard field goal is good for the Tornadoes. They are now down 14-10 with 4:43 left to go here in the third quarter. And again, it has just been that red zone offense. Just hasn't been able to push that ball in. Only 25% on red zone touchdowns so far this season for the Tornadoes. But they get within 4. Here's the boot all the way back, bounces at the 5, grabbed at the 3, to the 10, to the outside, back to the inside, breaking a couple tackles, gets across the 20, gets to the 23. Stephen Kennedy comes and makes the tackle, and they'll move the ball to the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Michael Lambert and company. 4:43 left to play here in the third. Your Tornadoes down by 4. Fake the handoff, throws to Porter, the outside 25. Tries to leap over everybody, then gets hit, and the helmet flies off. Porter jumping over the top of one of the Tornadoes, and these guys that want to leap in the air like they're doing high hurdles, and it's happening all over, including the NFL. I mean, it's just, you talk to any coach, they'll tell you they don't like to see their players' feet leave the ground. You're just looking for trouble on that point. Makes the catch, though, 2nd and down. Run to the right side to about the 31. Kobe Smith again on the carry. 31-yard line brings up a 3rd down. They've got to get to about the 34, so 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And dropped at the 34-yard line. Would have been a 1st down, but he dropped it. 2nd time today that Cody Dwyer has dropped an easy catch, and it brings up 4th down for the Hawks. They'll have to punt. Set up to punt inside their 20-yard line. Here's the boot, side spiral. Fair catch called for at the 38-yard line, and that is where the Tornadoes will start with 3:33 left to go here in the third. And the Tornadoes down by 4. Last time down the field very quickly. Did a nice job, but unfortunately only came away with the field goal. So they move the ball, it looks like actually a 39-yard line is where they'll start. 1st and 10. Cole, handoff. Cuts back right side and is going to pick up about 3-4 yards to the 44-yard line. 43-yard line. Second down. So about a 5-yard carry there, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Again, run to the right side, broke the tackle, got through, and gets pushed out of bounds right in front of the yard marker, right in front of the Hawks sideline. Let's see where they mark him. And he's going to be short. Wow, boy, they must have went out of bounds a lot earlier than what I thought. Puts him at the 47-yard line. They need about 2 yards. So it'll be a 3rd and 2 situation. And a jump. And I believe it is going to be against Brevard on the right side. False start is going to be called, and that is definitely something you didn't want to happen there. And that is going to be Justin Parker guilty there. Right tackle jumped a little too early. So 3rd and 7 now as he breaks the they call the neutral zone there. Leaves a little early. That'll change the play big time now. 3rd and 7, ball on the 42 of Brevard. 2 minutes, some change left here to go. 3rd quarter action. Looking to throw is Cole, being rushed. Across the middle and can't find his man. Looking for Brandon Norris. And it'll bring up a 4th down. And they will send out the punting unit. And Youngblood will try to flip the field. Third down percentages today just have not been in the very good for Brevard. They had 30% at this point. 3 of 10 now on 3rd downs. Ball rolls and continues to roll and takes a Brevard bounce, and down at about the 23-yard line is where that ball will be placed with just under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. A 14-10 lead right now for the Hawks, and they've got the ball back. And they'll try to bring a drier ball into the game. Take the kicking ball and give it back and try to towel that one off. Michael Lambert calls for the snap, handoff, left side. And he'll get across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cunningham with the carry there. Looking to the sideline, got it at the 25, caught, broke a tackle, then steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. That is going to be C.J. Pugh. That is about his 7th reception, I believe, on the day. So Cunningham picks up 3 yards, and then Pugh picks up enough to get a 1st down, and it's 1st and 10 now from the 36-yard line with a minute to go here and some change in the 3rd quarter. Hawks with a 4-point lead. Faking the handoff, looking to throw. Down the middle, long ball. Oh, into the hands and out of the hands. And it would have been his 3rd interception on the day. But he doesn't hold on. And what a game that this young man has had today. That is something else. He has been just kind of playing back there, playing center field. Jock Pledger would have had his 3rd INT on the day. So unfortunately dropped in under 58 seconds to go now. Rush faked, left side, and Lambert hangs on and takes it himself. Everybody went right after the running back. They at least thought it was Cunningham running, but it wasn't. And third down, and they need about 4. Ball is placed at the 43-yard line. 30 seconds to go, probably the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, Lambert, left side. Got his man across the 50, good enough for the first down at the 49-yard line. And the catch made there by Harvey. Ross with the takedown. Brings up a first down, and the clock will run out. We'll get ready to do the fourth quarter next. 14-10 right now. Huntingdon on top of Brevard on PCTornadoes.com. Just about ready to start fourth quarter action. 14-10. Your Tornadoes down by 4 right now. And defensively, they've played a pretty decent game, although the first 2 possessions to start the game and to start the third quarter, the Hawks took the ball down pretty easily and scored both times. Other than that, Tornado defense has been pretty stout. Find themselves down by 4. Hawks with the ball just across midfield. Looking to throw, Lambert. To the outside, got his man Porter. Cuts back into the inside, pushes it to the far side, still running, gets clipped there. Knocked out of bounds just around the 32-yard line, and about a 17-yard pickup there for Otis Porter. Probably ran that really more like 50-plus yards by the time you figure he came from the left side of the field and went all the way to the right side. And was unable to be grabbed and yanked down. 32-yard line is where they're at. Drives up the middle, and again, that is Cunningham. And Crawford up front with the tackle. And still laying on the ground, I believe, is one of the up front men. Slow to get up is Williams the third. Plays that nose guard position for Brevard. Luis, 6'2", 330. He is a big boy. He'll be helped off the field. He'll have to come off the field for at least one play. Looks to be okay. Looking to throw again. Down into the corner. Oh, over the top. Man, into the fingertips and dropped in the corner. Good coverage, but again, nice one of those over-the-shoulder catches should have been made there, and it wasn't. Rain starts to come down a little harder now, maybe a little difficult to catch a ball that gets wet now, and a lot harder than it was in the first 3 quarters, coming down pretty good. And this is definitely maybe going to change the ball game here. It takes the ball out of Lambert's hand. He likes to throw. But their running game has been very good today, too. They've had Cunningham and Thomas doing a number. Lambert, though, still going to try it. Throws, oh, just about picked off. Hit and knocked down. It'll bring up a 4th down. So back-to-back incomplete passes brings up a 4th down. Again, the ball on the 32. Thank you. Ball at the 32-yard line. It would be a 49-yarder or better if they tried to boot this one through the uprights. They're not going to. They're going to try to flip the position and pin someone down inside the 5. That ball went off the side of his foot, though, and it's going to go out at about the 29-yard line. That is going to be a 3-yard punt total. That ball went out. If they mark that where I thought, it'll be a 3-yard net. Only actually is going to lose yardage. The actually ball went out earlier than that. They were on the 32. The ball is going to be placed actually, wow, at the 38-yard line, which means it's going to be a punt of -6 yards. Figure that one out. Broken tackle, still moving forward and following behind the big man. Got behind Brandon, who's 6'8", 305, and said, hey, let me follow you. And we've got an injury timeout on the field right now for the Hawks. So the punt went straight up off of his foot backwards, and he actually will get credit for a -6 yard punt. So the ball is on the 43-yard line of Brevard right now. 2nd and 5. 13 minutes left to go here in the quarter. Brevard needs a touchdown to get the lead. Rolling is Cole, fakes it, across the middle, threw into major coverage. 3-4 guys in the area there. Boy, he didn't see that very well at all, and I believe maybe jammed on the throw there, trying to stick the hand up. He was in the middle of a couple of guys. I'm not sure what happened here. It looked like he actually got his hand up on the ball, but one of the Hawks down right now. And waiting for the trainers to come out. And I don't know who it is because he's listed as number 92, but there is no 92 on their roster, at least on the roster I have. So he is helped to the sidelines, and play will continue. 3rd and 5 as the rain continues to come down. They try to keep the ball dry as long as they can. 13 minutes to go yet in the 4th quarter. Brevard down 14-10. Cole's pass incomplete. Looking to throw again. A little too high, trying to pull it down with one hand and can't.
Pass incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Brings up a 4th down. So Cole, they continue to try to throw the ball even in the rain, both teams, and unsuccessfully for both squads, and now they'll have to punt. Let's just hope the Tornadoes punt goes a little better than the last punt from the Hawks. Youngblood back inside his own 30-yard line will punt this one away. Back at around the 24-yard line on punt returns is C.J. Pugh. This one goes end over end. Pugh calls for the fair catch at the 26-yard line. And that is where the Hawks will start 1st and 10. Again, Huntingdon coming in with a record of 3-2, 2-0 in conference play. Your Tornadoes 3-1 and 1-1 in conference play, trying to get a conference win here with this one. Then they'll be on a road for the next 2 weeks before they're back at home on November the 9th. And that is an evening game scheduled for a 5 p.m. kickoff. Handoff slips, falls, and like I said, this is where it's going to get a little wet and a little different. Eric Thomas brought down basically right back at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. 2nd down and 10, ball placed at the 29-yard line. So no gain on the play, 2nd down. Flipped over to Thomas. He'll go outside. He'll be dragged down from behind at about the 34-yard line. And Jerome Bass is the one that chased him down. And Jerome, the defensive end, good job there. So ball placed at the 34-yard line, a gain of about 5. 3rd down and 5, and the crowd trying to get behind the Tornado defense. To Pugh at the 40-yard line, enough for the 1st down. He's tackled there, and the corners gave him too much room. Got to play up a little tighter than that if you're going to prevent that type of a play. So a 1st down is gained against Rook Tate. Just across the 40-yard line with 11 minutes and change to go. Handoff Thomas up the middle. Pushed backwards. Gets to maybe the 45-yard line. Toby Naylor in on the tackle there. 2nd down and 6. Ball placed just inside the 45-yard line. Thomas again, right side. Tackled at the 46-47. And Wesley Ross able to make the tackle. Eric Thomas now with 78 yards on the day on 14 attempts. And a timeout being called again. One of the Brevard players down on the ground on the far side of the field. And being tended to on the sideline is Dante Anderson, I believe. That's who's down. Defensive back out of Hartwell, Georgia. Gets up and will be walked to the sideline here. 10:52 left to go. A 4-point lead right now for the Hawks. 3rd down coming up. Ball on the 47-yard line. Be about a 3rd and a long 4. We've got to get to the Brevard 49-yard line.
And let's hear it for your Tornado defense.
Defense comes up and will play man. Rushing only 3. Ball caught, grabbed, and pulled out of bounds. And enough for the 1st down, though, as it's complete to the 47-yard line of Brevard. And a 1st down. Rushed, gets it off to Otis Porter. Porter spinning, and still spinning, finally brought down, but not before he gets to the Brevard 35-yard line, and it's another 1st down. And once again, here goes the Hawks just pushing it down the field. Continue to play a little dink and donk game here with the 7, 8, 9-yard passes. Enough for 1st downs, though, to keep them going in the drive. Handoff up the middle, breaking tackles, got through the seam, into the secondary, all the way down to the 22-yard line. And that is Thomas. And they hurry up and get to the line quickly. Shotgun formation outside the 22-yard line. Whistles blow, and timeout going to be called by Brevard. All right, now the Hawks are moving down the field very easily again on this possession here. And like I said earlier, on red zone opportunities, the Hawks have been pretty good this year. They are 15 of 18 in the red zone, 83%. 14 of 18 of those are touchdowns, 78%. So that is the one thing that they do. When they get into the red zone, they can score. And right now, Brevard's going to have to knock this down and get that ball back, not allowing them to score. Otherwise, this gets pushed from a one-score game to a two-score game. Ball is on the 22-yard line where it'll be first down and 10, just outside the red zone. And Michael Lambert goes back in a shotgun. Handoff, Thomas right side, hit, and then push to the outside and maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard. He was hit immediately by Williams, pushed to the outside, and then the defensive ends wrap him up. Second down, and the ball just about 9 yards away from a first. Second and 9 at the 21. Looking to throw. Quick little screen outside. Porter cuts back, comes back the other way, gets a block, but yanked down at the 25. Going to lose about 4 yards on that one. Great play by the defense, Dante Anderson. They'll lose 4 yards on that play. Brings up a third down. Ball is on the 25-yard line. 8:28 and counting. 3rd and 13. Man defense. They rush two. Hits the quarterback, got him in the grasp, hold him down. He is going down at the 32-yard line. Stephen Kennedy comes in, fights 2 blockers off at the same time he's being tackled. He's tackling the quarterback, yanks him down at the 32-yard line. And it'll bring up a 4th down situation. They'll move the ball to the 31 of Brevard, and I would assume they're going to keep the offense on the field, and they do. 4th and 17 from the 31. Lambert looking to throw. Being rushed from the outside, flush from the pocket, throws in the dirt. Turnover on downs, and a beautiful 4-down set there for Brevard. Nicely done by the defense. They needed that. That was huge to keep this a 1-score game. So the turnover goes to Brevard now. They'll start 1st and 10 on their 31-yard line. Toby Naylor makes the quarterback carry. He throws it in the turf. Before that, Lambert got sacked, lost 6 yards, and the pass to Otis Porter ended up being a loss of 4 yards. So great job by the Tornado defense as they now set up 3 wide. Rouse trying to go left side, and huge pile, everybody jumping up there at the 30-yard line. Looks like he's going to gain maybe the line of scrimmage, and that'll be it. 2nd down. Under 7 minutes to play here in the ball game. 14-10. Huntingdon on top of Brevard. 4th quarter. Cloudy, rainy day all day long. Temperatures only in the low 50s. Cole looking to throw. Got his man. Oh, and it's tipped at the last second. Coming through there, and boy, it was lucky that didn't get picked off. Ahmad Taylor coming through there from his strong safety position had just enough time to get a hand on that football. Dalton Cole doesn't see that strong safety coming from that side of the field. almost got in the lane and took that one away. It gets knocked away, and he'll get another opportunity. 2nd and 10. He had to get that pass out just a little bit sooner. Being rushed, flushed out of the pocket, grabbed from behind, tries to flip it ahead. They'll say he was down or in the grass. It'll go incomplete. And it's a good thing that it is stated as incomplete. So the ball at the 31, it brings up 4th down, and Brevard does nothing on that offensive possession. Will now have to flip the field again and punt it away and depend on that defense to be stingy one more time. Up over the top. Fair catch called for. That ball hung a long time, but only gets to the 43-yard line of the Hawks. So not a big punt there. Ends up only being about a 26-yard punt. Not one of Youngblood's best, that's for sure. Tackled in the backfield coming out of there and grabbed immediately by the Tornado defense. Kennedy and Crawford in on the tackle. Brought down quickly. Under 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. Brevard trying to get that ball back, give the offense some time to get a touchdown. They're down by 4. Field goal won't do it this time. Faking the handoff, looking to throw to the sideline and all the way into the bleachers. That ball goes. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9 situation. Michael Lambert was way off the mark there. 14-10, 5:33 left to go. 3rd down and 9. Ball on the 46-yard line, or ball on the 44-yard line. Lambert looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, grabbed, knocked down back at the 33-yard line again. The Tornadoes come up with another big sack on a 3rd and long. 4th down situation, and they'll go all the way back to their 33-yard line. And that was Chris Diaz again in on that sack there. So Diaz gets credit for the knockdown and pushes them all the way back to their 33-yard line. They'll be punting from inside their own 20. And Zach Johnson will have to try to get one off to try to flip the field. Loss of 11 on that sack. And everybody jumping, and did they jump first, though? That'll be the question. And it'll go against the Hawks as they jump early. There are 4 yellows on the field. I think everybody threw one. I think everybody that's out there in a zebra suit threw a flag. It's the first time I've seen that today. The only one that probably didn't throw it was the guy here in the back, Judge. There's a punt from inside his 15, end over end. Caught at the 39, 45. Hit, knocked down. Nice open field tackle there. And Norris gets up with a little chest bump there to the tackler who brought him down. And Norris takes the ball out to the 47-yard line. And with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go, Brevard needs a touchdown here to win this game and take the time off the clock as well. Rain continues to fall. Cole goes 3 hard to the right. 1 wide receiver left. Across the middle, got his man across the 50 to the 49 of the Hawks is Norris. And Norris is reaching back, grabbing that right leg. And he stays down. And I don't know if they rolled up on his knee or his ankle, but he is in some pain right now. We'll take a break and wait until Norris comes off the field before we get back. 14-10 with 4:29 left to play here in the ballgame on bctornadoes.com. He's being helped off the field and walking very gingerly, but unfortunately that is one of the big playmakers here for Brevard as Norris is helped off. 4-yard gain, second down, just across the 50-yard line with 4:12 to play. Looking to throw, got his man, ball tipped and knocked out of the hands of the receiver there. It brings up a 3rd down situation. Trying to hit Dalen Curtis on that throw there to the tight end and just swiped out of his hands. So just across midfield, 3rd down and 6 from the 49 of the Hawks. Man in motion to the left side. Looking to throw Cole out of the backfield, off the fingertips, and nowhere. He's trying to hit Rouse. Brings up 4th down, and you got to go for it because you've only got 4 minutes left in the ball game, and they just, these little bubble screens behind the line of scrimmage hoping to try to gain those 6 yards don't work, but it looks like Coach is going to go with the punt, try to flip the field, and hope that his defense can hold him. Well, we'll see if this pays off or not. You maybe hope for a ball that gets loose, knocked away, fumbled, something. Youngblood straight up in the air, tip to tip, bounces, rolls, grabbed by the receiver, and he didn't call for a fair catch. He takes it down to one knee and gets hit immediately on the 12-yard line. So this is where you got to hope that your defense can make a quick 3 and out. You shorten the field this way, and this is exactly what he wanted to do, but now you got to hope your defense can control. Most likely they're going to go with the run. They've ran Thomas and Cunningham most of the day, and Smith. We'll see now if that's what they continue to do. In the backfield, handoff up the middle, maybe a yard, and knocked down immediately. Kobe Smith, the bigger back of everybody. Kobe, 6 foot 197. A timeout is being taken. 3:44 on the clock, 2nd and 10. Second down situation here for the Hawks, deep in their own territory. 3:44 left on the clock here in the ball game. A 4-point lead right now for Huntingdon as they try to run the clock here. The Tornadoes defense has been very good today. They placed that ball down around the 15-yard line. So handoff left side and across the 15, maybe the 16, and brought down there by Kennedy. Boy, he has had a big day today. And Kennedy doing his job. Third down. They've got to get out to about the 23, so it's about a 3rd and 7 situation. Looking to the sideline is Lambert. Goes with an offset eye. Now moves his halfback to his left side. Whistles blow. Timeout this time. Going to be taken by the Hawks. Their second timeout. Just under 3 to play here in the fourth quarter. 14-10 lead, Hawks over your Tornadoes on bctornadoes.com. Third down and let's call it 5.5, 6, give or take. And right now, Tornado defense needs to stand tall with 2:59 left to go. They got plenty of time on the clock if they can get the stop here. Handoff right side, breaks the tackle, across the 30, 35, 40, headed for midfield. Look at the speed of this guy go. Hit the low of the ankles, and they're not going to get him. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown run for Kobe Smith. Once he broke containment in the middle of the line there, he got into the secondary. Only 2 guys could chase him down. Neither one could pull him down. He gets tackled as he hits the pylon. That hurt. Man, that hurt. Big run there. 83 yards. And that turns the tables right now to a 20-10 ball game in favor of the Hawks. And then they get an unsportsmanlike celebration penalty by the Hawks. And they'll assess that on the kickoff. 20-10 right now, pending the extra point. And that'll make it 11. 21-10, 11-point lead with 2:44 left to go here. 83-yard run for the touchdown. (21-10), and we'll be back in just a moment. 2:44 left to go in the ball game. Brevard finds themselves down by 2 scores. (2:44 left to go, an 11-point lead. And right now the Hawks have the advantage here. Brevard's got to score very quickly. It's something they have not been able to do today on offense. Has been the defense with the interception. They got the first touchdown and then the 27-yard field goal, and that has been it for a team who was averaging almost 28 points a game. Short kick to the 31-yard line before he's brought down. So they'll move it out to the 30-yard line, and that is where Brevard will start first and 10. A little over 2.5 minutes left to play here in the ball game, down by 11. They need a quick hitter, and yet, like I said, they have not been able to do anything today offensively. Looking to throw is Cole. He's going with a deep ball. It got tapped and smacked at the line there, and it might have been a good pass had it not been hit, but might have been about a 30-yarder had he completed it. Brings up second down. Clock stops, of course, on the incomplete. Too wide to the left, too wide to the right. One man in the backfield to help with the block. Cole scrambles across the middle and hit as he's going to make the catch. Good defense again, knocked away by the defense of the Hawks. Brings up a third down. And that again is Taylor. Now you know they're going to go for it. So they got 2 downs to try to at least get the first. But again, they've got to get some field. They play 3 deep. Cole rushes out of the pocket, gets hit, ball comes out, and it's loose. No signal yet, but I believe the Hawks have it, and they do. And they hit and knocked down. When he hit, the ball came out. The ball squirts out at the 32-yard line, and the Hawks can just literally a couple of plays and then take a knee and win this one outright. And that is going to do it. Unfortunately, Brevard is going to lose their second in a row. Again, another heartbreak touchdown at the end or near the end of the ball game. Last week, it was 27 seconds left to go on a 49-yard touchdown reception. This time it's an 83-yard run with a couple of minutes to go. So Anderson with the takedown. And Brevard end up on the losing end of this one again by a score of 21-10 right now. And they will fall 2-3-2 on the year and 1-2 in conference play. Huntingdon will move to 4-2 and 3-0 in conference play. Up the middle, still pushing the yardage, and then a flag comes out late on the 24-yard line. Apprentice come into the week at 4-1. They were playing Lewisburg, and they would get the win with a forfeit today. And the other teams, Wesleyan was 3-2 on the day. That's who Brevard will go and play next week. They were at Everett today, and that is a night game. The other 4-1 team was, as I said, Everett. And like I said, they're taking on Wesleyan tonight at 6 p.m. So Brevard will get NC Wesleyan next week at NC. Scheduled for a 1 o'clock kickoff, and I'm sure there'll be coverage there from that school. And we'll see if the Tornadoes can't get back on track, but it's not going to be easy. Wesleyan 3-2 on the year, 2-0 going into tonight's game against Everett. And that is when Brevard will see them. That'll be that game on November the 9th. their next and last home game, which will be a 5 o'clock start. We'll be back here for that one right here at bctornadoes.com. Minute and some change left to go here in the ball game. Your Tornadoes down by 11 points. And right up the middle, and then tackled for a loss and yanked down. And the defense numerous times today was very stout, but the offense never got it going. They never clicked, and they just really couldn't get anything to go, and which is really kind of surprising because the defense had allowed an average of 34.8 points a game, and they only give up 10 today against a team that was really rolling pretty good. Timeout is called with 57 seconds left to go here. And the crowd is starting to head for their vehicles. A chilly day here in North Carolina. I like the chilliness, not with the rain though, that's for sure. Now I get to drive home in it for a couple hours. But I would rather be in a press box where it's 60-65 than 85-90, where I've been all over the place. I live in Tennessee, and I do a lot of work up in Tennessee area and Kentucky and around the areas, and some of the press boxes lately have been pretty warm. It's just a nice change. It's actually a little chilly right now. Thankfully, we're inside and not outside. On the outside, speaking, Thomas breaking tackles, spinning, and still spinning. Gets inside the 30-yard line, and the clock continues to run. 43 seconds to go. And this should probably end it right here, and they may have to run one play. And they're just going to run the game clock out, I believe. They'll probably take the delay because the game clock and the play clock are different by about 8 seconds. And they'll let it run out, and then they'll flag them. Or they call a timeout with 7.9, and then they'll just come out and take a knee. 7.9 seconds left to go on the clock here. And like I said, I'm guessing that they will snap the ball and just take a knee, and that'll be the end of this one. Unfortunately, they're going to lose 21-10. Actually, they're going to run it with Thomas. And he'll carry, and then the clock will expire, and that will be the end of the ball game as you hear the horn. So they lose it 21-10 today, and again, it has been a problem with the offense. The offense just couldn't get anything going today, and that's unusual for a team that can put up points like Brevard has done throughout the season, but this time they don't. Again, don't forget the next home game won't be until a few weeks. November the 9th we'll be back. It'll be a 5 p.m. start. And I'll be here to bring you the call of the game. Again, the offense couldn't get it going. It was the defense that kept Brevard in the game most of the game. They got it back to a 7-7 tie at halftime after getting that interception and getting the score. Other than that, that has been pretty much it. And then they did get the field goal. They missed a long field goal attempt, but it was probably too long, and these conditions probably didn't help either. So the crowd sticks through the whole rain game, but unfortunately now they'll continue to go home in the rain. It looks like it's going to be around for a while. For the BC Tornadoes, I'm Chuck Sebastian doing your play-by-play, and I appreciate you tuning in to the YouTube channel as well. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you again in a couple of weeks. November the 9th, 5 p.m. will be the kickoff. I'll be back. Have yourselves a good weekend. Until then, take care, everybody. Good night.